Thank you, everyone, for staying with us on the program. Apologies for those technical issues that we have earlier on the program. You know, technology sometimes just has its own mind, just wants to misbehave on the day that you need most. Not on the day that we need clarity on the issues of mobile phone. Very important issues. The opposition PDP has been saying that it smells a rat on the issues that were raised by INEC yesterday when they said there won't be use of mobile phone devices or any other recording devices at the voting booth in the coming elections. To start with, Austrian election. So we have the resident electoral commissioner of INEC for the Austrian governorship election. Mr. Olusegun Agbaje is going to be leading and coordinating the election. Is there for us from Osogbo, the capital of Osun State, to give us clarity on this. What can you tell us? Now people are talking. How can you defend this policy, the new one that INEC has brought to the table?
Thank you very much for the privilege. About 9th of August this year, at INEC headquarters in Osogbo, we had a meeting after the party's primaries. We had a meeting with the party leaders in the state, as well as the contestants and their running mates. It was at that meeting that a suggestion was made by one of the parties. They asked us what are we doing about the issue of vote buying. That time we said the commission had decided that we are going to rearrange our cubicles in such a way that when somebody has voted, it will be very, very difficult for him to show his paper or ballot paper to those who are outside. One of the parties then suggested, why don't we also ensure that people don't take their phones inside the cubicle? Then we said, we asked whether it was generally accepted at that forum. They said they liked the idea. We told them there is not yet a policy by the commission, that we are going to report everything we have discussed at that meeting to the headquarters of the commission, that when the commission eventually makes a decision, we will let the parties know. Invariably, I think the commission also went through a series of meetings at Abuja. Now, the stakeholders forum yesterday, the Honorable Chairman of the Commission, Mr. Mahmoud Yakub, told the audience that having considered the party's decision during the stakeholders meeting you held in Osogbo on the 9th of August this year, now the Commission has decided, having realized also the importance of cameras, telephones, and other devices that have been aiding them at the station room in Abuja during election at our polling stations. But that the Commission has now decided that by the time the people collect their ballot paper, when they are about to enter into the cubicle, they will not be allowed to go inside the cubicle with their either telephone or any other camera devices. The reason for this is that having successfully planned a way to ensure that people will not be able to show their ballot paper after casting their ballot inside the cubicle, the next option for them, for those who are buying votes or selling votes, is now to use their camera to take the ballot paper after having taken the ballot, after made their ballot. Take the picture, drop their ballot paper, then to go to where they normally collect their money and show them the evidence on their telephone. So we now say people will not be allowed to carry their devices inside the cubicle. It's just inside the cubicle, not right to the polling station.
Mr. Agbaje, if I'm a button here, sorry, let me quickly ask you this. There's also not only that people take a picture, that happens also, we've monitored and we've observed that also, but people, there's also what they call the show and tell. When you finish voting, some of these voters will raise up the ballot paper in a way that most people may not notice, and there is a man or a woman standing around the corner who is waiting to confirm just by looking at the ballot paper and confirming that what party or what candidate has been voted for, then you go ahead to collect money. That again is another angle to it. Have you been able to capture that? also into your consideration? The show and tell technique.
That one, we have successfully been doing our education on that one. We have told the electorate that we are going to have enough security arrangement at the various polling stations on that day. That it's going to be difficult for anybody because right from the cubicle, you are supposed to have folded your ballot paper before coming out to drop inside the ballot box. So anybody that raises his ballot paper up already is an offense because you are already violating the secrecy of balloting. Therefore, such person will be arrested as soon as he comes out of
Okay, so let's look at what the law says.
Having realized that the next option is to take the camera.
Okay, let's look at what the law says. So the question will be, Mr. Agbaje, on what legal grounds is this new policy of INEC standing? I have the electoral law here, I have the Constitution of the Federal Republic, and I also know that the Constitution has empowered INEC to be able to form guidelines that will guide his electoral activities. So is this new policy of not using mobile phones or any other devices that can capture images in your guideline?
Before I give you the relevant sections of the Electoral Act, let me say that when people go to the airport and they board the plane, before the flight takes off, they ask them to switch off their phone for security considerations. Therefore, in Nigeria, people must learn how to make sacrifice. Everybody has been condemning INEC, condemning security agencies, that vote buying is taking place. And if INEC now decides to take a decision that is going to assist the Commission in eliminating this problem, I don't think people should go to the extent of saying INEC has no reason to do it. Now, Section 124 of the Electoral Act states that a person who gives voters money to vote for or refrain from voting for a particular candidate, he is liable on conviction to a fine of 500,000 naira or 12 months imprisonment. If you go further, Section 125 of the Electoral Act also states that a person who communicates at any time to other person information obtained in a polling unit as to the candidates to whom a voter is about to vote or has voted for, that is violation of the secrecy of vote, is also liable on conviction to a fine of 100,000 naira or 6 months imprisonment or both. So, with these two sections of the Electoral Act I've read to you, I believe that INEC has the power to do what it has done in this regard.
Yeah, but Mr. Agbaje, you've not stated clearly what area will cover INEC in this new policy of banning, because in the fundamental human rights portion of our laws, it does allow Nigerians to be able to move around with their mobile devices. Are you afraid that people will challenge this new policy of INEC, and this policy may not have a good legal grounds to stand?
They cannot successfully challenge it. Like I said, everybody must learn how to make sacrifice in this country. It's a problem that all of us have been condemning. And the Commission has come out. We are not saying we should not come to the polling station with their devices. But when you take a ballot paper and you are about to enter into the cubicle, then you cannot enter the cubicle with any photographic device.
Okay, just we close in 20 seconds, because the issue is in the days of this social media where people want to report and citizen journalism, people want to say what is on their minds and what is happening. A lot of people are feeling, okay, maybe this is a means to shut down this kind of activities online.
We expect the media to also help us to activate this. We are not saying they should not come to the polling station with their cameras or any device. What we are saying is that when you take a ballot paper and about to enter into the cubicle, it is even the work of the media to escalate this and let people know, those 2 minutes that you are going to cast your ballot, I don't think that is any fundamental denial.
Mr. Olusegun Agbaje, it's going to be some tough few hours coming days for you this election. You're piloting a whole lot of stuff. The Braille system is also there for the people living with disabilities. But I wish you the very best. We'll be talking to you more on this election. That's Mr. Olusegun Agbaje, the resident electoral commissioner of INEC for the Osun State governorship election. Thank you so much for talking to us. Well, that's our show for today. Many thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Seun Okimaloye. Bye-bye.